Hi, good morning. It's September the 16th, Friday, September the 16th. A big shave again. I wasn't going to do one till the weekend, but something funny's happened. And if you sort of you read the Big Shave on the Facebook group, which you should all join really. Just go to the Big Shave and go to the Facebook and put the Big Shave in. Then well, I'll allow you to join or make you a friend of mine on Facebook. I was looking at some of the old YouTube videos, the very first ones, and there's this thing you can do, and you can check where all the demographics of it, where people have found out. And I found out that there's a whole discussion on a thing called Badger and Blade about the videos, about these videos, and there's a guy called DeMarco as well. He's sort of been involved in it. But it's funny because these videos have upset a few people, and the whole idea this was not to upset people by any means. Although some people were very supportive, and other people have been quite dismissive, especially me lathering techniques, which I think's improved from the first one. First one, the way I write it is a bit wishy-washy, but and I've actually put a few posts on it, you see, a few messages, and it's sort of it's inspired people to come out and support what I'm trying to do, and I've sort of tried to explain what I'm trying to do as well, and basically it's down to the fact that I started doing these because I thought I'd found out something about like shaving and how it works for me and how it could work for you, and it wasn't sort of like trying to do any more than that. But the big thing was, it was just trying to sort of say, before you go out to work each day, just get a quick shave, and you can do it really quickly, and it doesn't take you an hour, and you don't have to have towels on your face, and you don't have to have pre-shave balm and during shave balm and after shave balm. You just need to get on with it, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get on with it really, because that's what it's all about. And we're still using the Maker slant. It's the Daily Slant. It's not going to be called the Big Shave anymore, it's going to be called the Daily Slant. Very impressed with the slant. It's dead easy to grab hold of because it's got this fantastic groove. We're still on the feather blade. It is being rotated. I think this is number 4 or possibly number 5. I think it's number 4. So let's get started. Let's stuck the gab in and get started. And it is, people talk about hot knives through butter. It is hot knives through butter time, folks, with this thing. You've got to remember to hold it like that close to your face. If you hold it too high, it actually scrapes the skin. It acts like a sort of exfoliant. So you've got to hold it. The angle of the head's got to be sort of. Let's try and show you this. Hang on. I was using that way for a while, and then I was noticing that my skin, it wasn't sore. It just felt quite sort of sensitive. Not in a sore way, but it just something could happen to it. If that makes sense, probably doesn't. And I realised that instead of holding it like that, you need to hold it so the blade's sort of like that against the skin, if that makes sense. So let's lather up again. So what you find with it is, what I found a couple of times I've used the Maker slant is I haven't checked to see whether my skin's smooth on the last pass, and as a consequence, because there's just this sort of general impression that when you're using this razor, it's getting rid of everything. You can work really lightly with it. I think this is the trick to it. The whole idea that it's aggressive is not true, as long as you don't press too hard. I'm using a fingertip technique here, just trying to hold on to the thing. The other thing people said on Badger and Blade as well, they were very impressed with like the length of my sort of passes, and I didn't realise it was, I was doing anything out of the ordinary. Okay, so that's the second pass. Especially on the cheeks, it gets a really close shave on the second pass alone. Like third pass, I'm going to take my time now, but we're still sort of on the shave part of this. We're still under 5 minutes, probably much less than 5 minutes. I'm just going to give the razor loosening. Give it a bit of a wash. Okay, what else is happening? Job-wise, jobs probably improved considerably in the last couple of weeks. I have to do a presentation. I would have said this before, but I have to do a presentation to my bosses to tell them how I envisaged digital inclusion within the housing sector, tenants in the housing sector, and it went down pretty well. People enjoyed it. People sort of got what I was trying to say, and how I was going to try and take it. So, you know, I might have a job a bit longer than March, I might not. Do you know what? I'm not bothered. What else has happened? Personal fronts. Oh, the car. Oh, the car. I thought I'd killed the car. I think on Tuesday I went 47 miles in the car without enough oil in it, and I thought I'd killed it. And I've got a great garage man locally. If you live in Liverpool or around Merseyside, there's a road called Derning Road near Edge Lane, and there's a company called Wayward 3 MOT. This is everyone outside of Liverpool. This is just a waste of time, what I'm saying. But there's a guy called Peter who runs it, and I've used this guy for about 6 years. He's never ever ripped me off, and he just tells you how it is. He tells you, like, you know, I wouldn't spend that money on it, or I would spend that money on it, and then he's fixed the car. The car needed a load of sensors changing on it, and it seems to be working now. Touch wood. I haven't got any wood to touch. I'll find some wood later. So the car seems to be going okay now. So I'm gone from being like in the depth of despair, because if anyone, you know, has had a sick car, especially when you've caused the sickness, you do feel like a bit of an idiot. And I did feel like a bit of an idiot. Okay, so I'm spending a bit more time at the end of this than I should do for a quick shave, but I'm just trying to show you, just lightly covering tiny little bit. These razors, these slant razors, are so efficient. It's unbelievable. It's a real shock, really, that no one else is making them. So what I'm going to take it out. I'm going to rotate it. I'm also going to try and work out before tomorrow how many shaves I've had off this. I might not shave with this tomorrow. I might shave with the Mercury or the Fat Boy. Probably the Fat Boy, because I like the Fat Boy and I want to give it another go. But I'll continue with this, with the Mercury slant afterwards. See how far it goes. Great razor, well worth the 30 quid. Everyone who's interested in trying out different razors should try. Get one of these babies. I don't want to do anymore. I'll only cause irritation. Okay, so Mercury slant. I think it's got to be day 5, isn't it? 5 or 6. Day 6. Still going strong. Not a hint of bluntness. It is a feather blade though, so it's probably, that's got something to do with it. So when it is done in the blade, I'm gonna try a cheaper blade, probably a Derby. See what the Derbys are like. I'm still using their incredibly cheap Turkish aftershave. If you go to Turkey, or you know a Turkish shop nearby, get some of this stuff. The Turks use it to cool you down in the summer. When you walk around Turkey, shopkeepers will come out and squirt you with it, rub your neck or your head or something like that. But it seems to be equally good. Seems to be equally good at this as well. There we go. That's rubbed well in. Right, just pat that down. It's quite pungent actually. And then a little bit of Arco cream, which I found out, although razors do, barbers do use this, it's a unisex cream. The adverts on YouTube for this have women spreading big handfuls of it all over their faces. So, but it works. It works. I'm in touch with my feminine side. I should really talk about my relationships, shouldn't I? Really, but it's very complicated at the moment. It's very simple and it's also very complicated at the same time. So I'll probably spend one shaving session talking about what's happened, because I've been a bit lax about telling people, but it's okay. Everything's okay. I'm fine, but it's complicated. Alright, so that's the moisturiser done. Look, I'm rubbing it in my eyes as well to get me rid of my bags. There you go. That's why I do that. Someone asked on Badge and Blade why he rubs moisturiser into his eyes as though he'd committed a felony. Grand Theft Auto. Aftershave on the hands. Bit of Calvin Klein aftershave, rub it in. Bit of a massage thing going on there. And there we are, done and dusted. Glasses on. Let's see what it looks like. What do you think? Does it look okay to you? It's incredibly, incredibly smooth. That's the only way to describe it. And now this mightn't go up today because my internet's gone off. I haven't paid the bill. Well, too busy shaving, that's what it is. And fixing cars. So when it's up, it's up. Leave some comments. Go to Badger and Blade. Join Badger and Blade. Looks like a really interesting group of people. And also make sure that you join the Facebook group, The Big Shave. I want to see a couple of people on there today after this video. And have a good day, have a good Friday. I'll probably see you tomorrow for a Saturday shave. Goodbye from me, Steve Farragher. On Saturday, on September 16th, Friday, for The Big Shave in Liverpool. Goodbye.